everyone. We're still here. I don't know why I pronounce myself every time I come on, but I just wanted to do some Instagram training because people have been messaging where the Instagram training is. So um, when I had to speak in Canada, I'll take it a few steps back. I looked back on all my training to discuss. Canada's kind of very new to social media, so I kind of wanted to go with how I started training for you guys. So I went back and I looked at what I trained you on, and I don't think much of my personal Facebook, my advice for personal Facebook or VIP group, I don't think it changed that much. I'd say for VIP group, now I'm trying to do a little bit less about tea and not 100% always about tea, just asking them random questions to get engagement, whether or not it has to do with tea or not. But I think, personal VIP group, I think it's pretty similar to what I would say now and what I did say in Canada and what I'm going to say in America. And if this thing is existing in America, it's going to exist horrible when I talk. But anyway, so hi Peggy. I'm super excited for Nashville. I just bought myself a hat for like $10 on Amazon because I'm cheesy and I hope someone else is wearing a hat. And I also bought myself really cheap boots that I don't know if they'll fit, but hopefully they do. So anyway, so I just wanted to go over Instagram a little, and it's not that different from what I trained on, but now it does have an algorithm. When I started, um, it didn't have an algorithm as much, and when Facebook bought it, they put the similar Facebook algorithm onto Instagram. So it used to be on Instagram that you go on, and it didn't matter. It didn't really matter when your friend posted or how many people liked it. You got the notification no matter what. Now they are giving still more. If your friends' posts have more likes, then it'll still be seen first by you rather than you seeing all of the posts equally, no matter how many likes they have. So it's still kind of trying to be a different algorithm with likes, which is why hashtags is so important because that's how you get, or that's at least how I get, the easiest way I should say, to get likes on Instagram is by hashtags. So I want to talk a little bit about hashtags and what I would hashtag, and it relates back to what kind of person you want to attract to your team and your business. And I think a lot of that is on social media, right? You need to figure out who you want to be a part of your team, what characteristics are common. And I know there's about 350 of us right now, and we don't have that many common characteristics. And I don't think any of you are as hot messes as I am. So I'll take that one out of the equation. But I think a lot of us are busy, whether we're moms or not. A lot of us are busy. A lot of us work hard, play hard. And I think a lot of us have like to have fun. So I think that's kind of what my vision is for the dream team, but yours could be totally different. And I know people on the team aren't necessarily as loud as I am, and they have, a lot more talents than I do. So they might be looking for different people. And some people are on the dream team are super organized. I'm very organized with my attorney work. I wouldn't say my T work is 100% organized, but people who are organized tend to love to have other people that are organized. So when you're thinking about that, think about what hashtags they're going to use. And I just want to say quickly that there's research that, and I don't believe with this research, but there's a lot of research that people don't want to, they don't want to read in hashtags. People don't like reading in hashtags anymore. But I love reading in hashtags. I don't have any problem reading sentences in hashtags. But they say that on Instagram, if you put too many hashtags, people get annoyed reading the description. And I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes about linking your Instagram to your personal page or your business page, which you should definitely do one or the other, no question. Um, so I what I learned to do from Instagram on my social media training is that in the original post, you only put 3 or 4 hashtags, and sometimes I'm sure you can look back on mine, and I've definitely used more, but don't use a million hashtags in the original post. And then if you comment as yourself on your post and you put the same hashtags, when people search, they'll still be able to find your post. So if you're putting hashtag tea in a comment on your post and people are searching for tea, they'll still see your post. So let's talk about what hashtags you should use, and then I'm going to talk about linking to your business page or your personal page. And so how I do Instagram, and it is different, and I speak to unless I don't think that I'm talking to people who are strong on social media and steep tea, because I don't think there's that many that are there that aren't on the dream team. But I do talk to people who are very strong on social media that are in other direct sales companies, and I think there's kind of a split of whether people use Instagram more for, and people have multiple Instagram accounts as well. So some have one personal and one T. I just basically use one, and it's more business focused than my personal Facebook page, because my name is Happy Healthy, and I feel like people would expect it to be about tea. So I do use it more for the business side of things. But some people who might be a little younger than me find it to be that's their main place where people interact with them. My main place where people interact with me is Facebook still. Um, so I find that I I use my personal page for I use Instagram more for my tea business than I do for as I do for my normal Facebook page. So I link into my business page, which I'll get to. So if you're using it not for your personal space, if you're using it for your personal space, then the same rules apply with as your general Facebook group. Again, if you're doing it as your general Instagram and you don't want it to be too businessy, then make sure you put a lot of posts that have nothing to do with tea. And even if you're doing it for your tea business, still, people love seeing posts about your life and what you're doing and what you're a fan of so that they can relate to you and they'll feel like they want to be a part of what you're doing. So that's the whole goal on social media. So for Instagram, what I do is I talk about my life and how tea is helping my life, which is what you should do on social media anyway. But I'll say, went for a run. Thank God for matcha. That's not even true these days, but when I did run. And then, at the end of the day, if I have a crazy day, thank God for stress relief, right? And I'll show the concoctions. It's kind of what I'm doing in my VIP page. I do on Instagram. And then the hashtags, obviously you're going to put hashtag tea, hashtag matcha. Our matcha is our bestseller. So if people are looking for matcha, even if you're not discussing matcha, they'll be interested if you're in your post. Um, so I do hashtag tea, hashtag matcha always, and sometimes I put in the general description, sometimes I put in the comments. And then also just always host hashtag work from home, hashtag mom boss, hashtag work from anywhere, hashtag work from phone, I said, hashtag work from home. I always put twin mom, I always put hashtag attorney. Those are the people that are searching for you. I usually put like what kind of shirt I'm wearing. If it's from Gap, I put hashtag Gap because then people who are like the Gap will happen to see your post and they'll be like, oh, what's this tea she's talking about? I post if I'm going to a concert, hashtag Dave Matthews, whatever you're doing. Make sure you put hashtags that have nothing to do with tea in all of your in your post because other people will search for you and think you're a person that's similar to them and want to follow you. So the hashtags are what's going to get you likes. And when people see, if you have 100 hashtags in the comments, which I don't ever have time for, I usually put about like between 8 and 10, I think, in the comments. Then people always see those comment hashtags and then they like them, and then it gets more. They'll get more traction on the. It'll be seen more by your friends and family. So that's what you want to do with the hashtags. You could link your Instagram to your business page or personal page. It automatically goes to your personal page. If you want to make it to your business page, then you just, when you click share on Facebook, they'll have the option. You can go to a business page and you have to put your business page. I like to keep, as I said, I like to keep it more based around tea than my personal life, but I do incorporate, quotes in there, and I incorporate what I'm doing. And if I'm dressed up, I post a picture there. If I'm with friends, I post a picture there. People need to know about your life again, but I do post more frequently about tea than I do on my personal page, so I link it to my business page. And I find even on the business page, again, people like to know, and your face is always how people relate to you. That's the most important thing on social media, is people relate to your face. That's why I always take pictures of my face. And they say that if you make funny faces, which I obviously am the queen of, and they actually say if you open your mouth that people can relate to you more. I don't know why. So that's why I do that weird face that I always do, like when I go like, but they say that also, so make sure you're posting your face. But on your business page too, people want to see what you're posting about besides tea and about your life and relating to your life. So definitely get on Instagram, use a lot of hashtags. You'll see which hashtags become popular. For the matcha, whenever you're doing matcha or even our teas, make sure you're putting hashtag health, hashtag nutrition, hashtag fit mom, if you're a mom. And as many hashtags as you could think of, but the healthy and nutrition one, a lot of people are searching for people who do health and nutrition and fitness. and they will follow you, which is what you want. You want people to follow you. And if you find people who are interested and you're searching through hashtags, you could follow them and then check in a week to see if they followed you back. And if not, you don't have to follow them. Or if you can, if you want. Obviously, celebrities you're going to keep following. And so, is there a way to see your reach, like insights on Facebook? I think if you do an ad, I did an ad on Instagram and I was able to see my reach, but I don't think you could necessarily see your reach unless you, like, it's not like a business, it's not like the business page where it says this reached that many people, or at least I haven't seen it. Um, but make sure, apparently the Instagram TV is huge. People are doing, in Canada, are doing the live videos on there, which is great. I'm going to start doing those. They actually gave me, I gave a speech on social media and they came back and told me that advice, which I think is great. And I have read that, guys, whenever Instagram or Facebook or anything you're on comes out with some new product, they give you more points in their algorithm if you do what their new thing is. So when Facebook went live, they gave so much more points in the algorithm to people who actually went live. They still do with live. With the stories, if you do your story, it's not only that you're giving a Facebook story to people and everyone gets to see it, it's also then that Facebook likes the fact that you posted about, that you use their new tool, and they'll give you more points in the algorithm. So whatever is new in Instagram or Facebook, try it out. Sometimes they come out with these new things and you think it's going to be the best thing in the world, and they go away a few weeks later because they realize that it's not that great, but they'll still give you points in the algorithm for trying out new things. So it's always good to try out their new, whatever they did. Watch Facebook, see what it acquires. It acquires a new app every single week, right? If you try that app, they'll probably give you more Facebook points, Facebook algorithm points. So that is basically what I have to say about Instagram. Definitely be using it. I have to be better about using it. Just try to be posting 2 to 3 times a day, just like your personal Facebook page. And if you're running out of things to do, and a lot of times, some days I'm like so busy that my personal Facebook's kind of like this because I've been doing it for so long. Instagram isn't like that, so if I can't think of anything, I take exactly what I post in my VIP page, and sometimes even on my personal profile, like VIP group, sorry, or my personal profile, and I put it on Instagram with some hashtags, and it's a different reach, so it's a different groups of people, so it doesn't matter that you use the same information on 2 devices because other people will see it. So that's basically Instagram. For Push to Leader, I think I'm going to go live on another thing because I want this to be just in the Instagram. People don't need to hear about that, but I'll talk about it in another live video. And thank you for listening. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll speak to you later. All right, guys, keep up the great job. Bye.